This is lie about getting shots, but she's still a stallion.
I'm gonna clear this line up because I know Drake is not gonna do it. There's nothing to do with Megan. It's just about women lying about their butt being real when it's not.
What it do, RIZZLE fam? You know, Drake's been at the center of attention ever since he dropped his collaborative album with 21 Savage, Her Loss. Apart from people praising his new work, he's also getting dragged and called out a lot for shading Megan Thee Stallion. But it's not just Megan that he shaded, but people are especially mad for his diss towards Megan, even rap legend Jay-Z. But what really happened that made Drake shade Megan, and how did Jay react to it? The hottest thing on the block right now is the collab album Her Loss that Drake and 21 Savage dropped earlier this week. The new album comes with 16 tracks, and the two legendary rappers appear on 11 of them together. There are a couple other artists that showed up on the album too, like Travis Scott and Lil Yachty. As you can imagine, some names were called out in a few tracks. Drake called out artists like Kanye West, Drum, and even Serena Williams and her husband. However, Drake's diss that got the most attention of all of them was none other than the rapper Megan Thee Stallion. In the track titled Circo Loco, Drake sampled the famous Daft Punk track One More Time. If you take a look at the lyrics, you'll quickly find that Drake has a couple of lines on this one that a lot of people found hella provocative. We're gonna tell you all about it. First, Drake said this lie about getting shots, but she's still a stallion. And just a few lines later in the same song, Drake goes on to say, shorty say she graduated, she ain't learned enough. Play your album track 1K, I heard enough. Now there's a lot to be said about these three lines. First line is spreading across the internet like wildfire because it implies that Drake called out Megan Thee Stallion for lying about being shot. You see, on July 12, 2020, Tory Lanez allegedly shot Megan in the foot after a party that took place at Kylie Jenner's Hollywood residence and got sued for it.
Since y'all hoes so worried about it, yes, this nigga Tory shot me. You shot me. And you got your publicists and your people going to these blogs lying and shit. Stop lying. Why lie? I don't understand. I tried to keep the situation off the internet, but you dragging it.
People felt sorry for Megan and couldn't believe the circumstances that she'd gone through. She got hella support from her fans. One person said, I feel so bad for her. Oh my God. She did nothing wrong and something truly terrible happened to her, and people won't stop harassing her, sending her so much peace and kindness. I hope she can heal from this. And another one of her loyal fans commented with this. I felt her frustration. This is so messed up. She did not deserve this, and anyone who's making jokes about it is disgusting. But it seems like the jokes that still keep coming at her. Drake still remembers what happened, so he called Megan out. However, truth be told, this line itself was a double entendre. One could make an argument that Drake had something else in mind and not dissing Megan. Some people on the internet believe that Drake is giving a certain woman a compliment on her looks. Some girl is pretty as a stallion, even though the girl has a fake body and she lied about it. In the context, shots can be thought of as injections to her booty. Moreover, Lil Yachty, who appears on the new Her Loss album, jumped in to save the day. He tried clarifying the lyrics behind Circo Loco, and he confirmed this theory. He said,
I'm gonna clear this line up because I know Drake is not gonna do it. There's nothing to do with Megan. It's just about women lying about their butt being real when it's not. And like stallion as in she's still fine, like a stallion. You know? That was it.
Then there's a third possibility. Others pointed to the option of Drake talking about a totally different stallion, not Megan. There's a model who goes by the name of Elke the Stallion, and she's quite popular on social media. Some believe that Drake was thinking about her in this line. She apparently lied about not having surgery when she pretty much did in fact have one. I mean, it's pretty obvious. This could be the reason why Drake referenced her in this song. It makes perfect sense to us. Regardless of why Drake really used that line, the diss reached Megan and she was pissed off, to say the least. She wasn't buying Yachty's or anyone else's explanation. Megan had a mini rant all over Twitter where she told people to quit this before it gets messy. Some of her tweets said, stop using my shooting for clout. Since when the fuck is it cool to joke about women getting shot? You, especially rap dudes, are lame. Ready to boycott about shoes and clothes, but dogpile on the black woman when she say one of y'all homeboys abused her? And when the motherfacts come out, remember all y'all favorite rappers that stood behind a dude that shot a female. And lastly, she said, people attack me, y'all go up for it. I defend myself, now I'm doing too much. Every time it never ends, and this did not happen until I came out and said I got shot. Y'all don't f me, okay? Cool, bye. Fans believe Drake was making fun of the the fact that Megan graduated from Texas Southern University with a bachelor's degree, yet she still didn't learn enough. You could read these 2 lines saying that her album was so bad that he stopped listening to it after the first track. Moreover, these 2 lines would strongly suggest that Drake was actually dissing Megan because nobody else dropped an album that's called Stallion. You can't bail Drake out of this one. One of the GOATs in the rap game came out after he took notice of what was going on. Jay-Z didn't like that diss coming from Drake a single bit, and he made his opinion quite clear once Mark Lamont Hill posted his tweet saying, "If Drake released a song with clever wordplay that mocked the shooting of a male rapper, or any man for that matter, the same people defending him would be outraged. But of course, he would never do that." Shortly after, Jay-Z left a like on this comment. Now, you could say that a like doesn't really mean that much, but the thing that Jay's almost never active on Twitter, and for him to like this tweet and unlike it only a few hours after people already noticed shows that he was supporting Megan Thee Stallion, who was also managed by his company Roc Nation. She is Jay's artist, and he's always going to stand up for her. Drake and Jay have had a mentor-like relationship in the past, and since he took his first steps into the rap game, Jay's had a close eye on Drake. The close mentor relationship quickly went into shambles when Drake dissed Jay in his 2014 Rolling Stone interview by calling him corny. Since then, the two have been taking jabs at each other silently for 4 years over numerous tracks. In 2018, the world thought that the two squashed their differences and moved on. Two shared a photo together, and it seemed like they turned over that page. However, with the recent developments, it might not be the case. Perhaps we'll see the relationship take yet another left turn. Who knows? In the end, we can safely say that if Drake was in fact dissing Megan, it was one heck of a low blow. There were plenty of other things that could have called out her on anyone else about, especially given the recent circumstances. We lost so many talented hip-hop artists to shootings this year alone that it's getting very concerning. Drake could have caught the attention of all the music fans out there in a different way, but it is what it is. Real question now is whether or not Megan will actually come back with a diss of her own, one that isn't on social media, but on wax. It would be the rap thing to do since rappers don't take diss tracks lightly. But what y'all think about this mess? Leave your comments down below. If you enjoy this video, make sure to check this next one out. Be sure to click like and subscribe, and as always, remember to keep it RIZZLE!